The Industrial Revolution was a great time in American history where America had started to become an economic power. This was possible due to a very large labor force.
Thousands of people poured in from the country to the city, seeking a new life.
Many of these workers were Northern women, children, and freed Southern slaves. Because of the mass amount of labor, workers were now becoming disposable and less valuable by many major manufacturers and mines.
Workers were given minimum space, no comfort, no safety, and they worked for long hours, were given minimal pay, and no health precautions were taken. Children worked about 15 hours per day, and they were lucky if they were given 50 cents per day.
There were also many other problems. Thousands of mutilations and wounds were being caused by new machines. Children would get whipped to work faster, or prohibited from talking, and if they got sick, they would do the harsher jobs. Eventually, these workers, both skilled and unskilled, realized that if they refused to work, then the mega businesses would have no labor force and thus go out of business. This is when the labor unions were first created. Thousands of workers teamed up into unions and refused to work unless they were given better working conditions.
At first, the major businesses thought that they could continue as normal, but they were soon proven wrong. Labor strikes were organized where tens of thousands of workers would riot against these horrible conditions.
One of the most well-known labor strikes was the Pullman labor strike in 1894, where about 250,000 workers rioted against their employers. A single railroad company lost $80 million. After accounting for inflation, that is about $2 billion in today's money.
The immediate consequences of these strikes were minimal. Workers had to return to their jobs, still bothered by high rates and low wages. However, these strikes were very successful in the long run. It showed major businesses that the people had power in numbers.
These strikes caused an awareness with the government that the labor conditions were wretched and that they must be changed. Maximum hour laws were enacted in the 1890s, where many states declared maximum working hours per person per day. Harsh labor conditions continued into the 20th century, but they slowly died due to the use of new machines that replaced the majority of manual labor.